Well, the effort to recall Governor Gavin Newsom is very close to the margin of error when it comes to polling, meaning that the side that votes with the greater enthusiasm could walk away the winner. One man who would like to do just that is John Cox. He's an accountant, a real estate developer, investment advisor. And John, welcome. Good to have you here.
Great to be with you, Jim.
All right, so let's start off with the first basic question. Why do you want to be California's governor? What could you accomplish, you think, in the year that we know you would have if you win before the next election cycle?
Well, the good news, Jim, is that with all the problems California has, they can all be solved. We can build affordable housing. We just need to cut regulations and lawsuits and delays. We can have enough water. I mean, we don't have enough water in this state, but we can have enough water if we do desalination and recycling to a greater extent. We can have enough electricity. Just make sure that it's just not all solar and wind. We still need to have nuclear and natural gas and more hydro. We can do something about the wildfires with satellite technology and more airplanes I'm totally apoplectic about those fires in South Lake Tahoe. I was just there a year and a half ago, and there are resorts burning. There are people's homes burning. I mean, it's just horrendous, the damage that's being done. We can cut the taxes in this state. We pay the highest taxes in the country, the middle class as well. We just got to get spending under control, Jim. As you might know, I'm a CPA, the only CPA running. I can't wait to get my hands on this budget and practice zero-based budgeting and audit these agencies and make sure we're not wasting money like on that bullet train. There's a lot of problems in the state, and Gavin Newsom didn't create them all, but he hasn't been doing much about them. And so the recall, I think, is about getting this state back to where it's affordable and livable. And I really just think a businessman, I've been in business for 40 years solving problems, and I think that's what this state really does need.
All right, you listed a lot of things. One of the early ones was we can have affordable housing in California. How does that come about?
Well, that's my business, Jim. I've been in the housing business for 40 years. I build and manage multifamily apartments, but not in California because it takes 12 years to get something approved here. The costs are just outrageous with all the lawsuits and all the regulations and all the impact fees. I build mostly in Indiana. I love living in California because of the weather. But, there's obviously a difference in land costs, but there's certainly a difference in the governments. In Indiana, I can get approval in 6 to 12 months. And they don't have all the lawsuits and all the other things. And I guarantee you, by the way, Indianans care about the environment. They care about traffic. They care about building standards every bit as much as every Californian does. But they find a way to get these things done. And maybe it's because their politicians there aren't captured by these interest groups that treated Mr. Newsom to the French Laundry dinner. And really, that's a major difference between the two states.
With your experience in real estate, I'd like to know, do you think we can build our way out of the high prices in California? And I ask this because if you do create affordable, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Well, no, you're right. I mean, there's always this goal. We're going to build 3 million homes. We're going to build 350,000 in a year, and all these goals, which, by the way, are never met. But see, Jim, the fallacy is that this isn't just a supply and demand problem. That's certainly part of it. But the biggest part is the cost of building that government adds into it. I've talked to builders and developers in California, and they just tell me the impact fees, the lawsuits they have to fight, the legal fees. Lawyers in California charge $500 to $1,000 an hour. You're talking about literally millions of dollars in legal fees to get things done. You've got consultants with their hand out, as well as local governments that are funding, their local budgets with these outrageous impact fees. The politicians try to monkey around the edges, getting rid of single-family zoning or changing things here. But the real crux of the matter are the costs that are just driven up by all these groups like lawyers and consultants, and it's crazy here.
John, I thought that we would be having to finish before we felt like we were getting started, and that is the case. We are out of time. Gubernatorial candidate John Cox, thank you very much for your time.
Well, let's do it again, please.
All right. Election will be on September 14th, the recall election.